So what does it mean when we read that a wise woman builds her house, but a wicked woman tears it down with her own hands? That means the wicked woman goes in her house, starts ripping down the curtains, ripping off the blinds, snatching down shit off pictures off the wall, knocking holes in the wall, smashing the windows, smashing shit up with her own damn hands because she's wicked. That's what it says. Not because if it's any righteous reason as to why she's doing this. Like I said, these are core traumas that people have. I've seen it myself. When you're talking to somebody and you say something like this, your girl's screaming at you. She's yelling at you because she's upset about something that she feels. So you say, hey, I understand you mad and shit, but can you not yell? Can you just tell me what your problem is? Can we just talk? And she gets more mad at you. That's called childishness. You see what I'm saying? That's stupid of you to get mad because he's saying don't yell. Because the question is, when he gets mad, do you want him to rail you and stand over you and with his fist balled up yelling? No, you don't want that. So then if you don't want him doing that, then why are you doing it? And then when he's asking you, hey, can you not do that shit? Just tell me. Then why don't you just tell him? Be mature. Then say, hey, this is my issue. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to argue and fuss and fight and yell and scream. Okay. Then that's your choice. And that's what's going to come back for you. Like I've been saying. Because these are not my words. A wise woman builds her house, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. That's not my words. That's Abba's words. Abba also said an adulterous woman wiped her mouth and said, I've done no sin. Abba said that, guys, not me. I'm just here telling you that's what he said. So an adulterous woman wipes her mouth, interesting symbolism, and then says, I did nothing wrong. Because she feels like she's justified because somebody did something to her. That's called the ultimate wickedness. And that's also why Abba said there is no wickedness like the wickedness of a what? A woman. Abba said that, guys, not me. Take it up with him. I'm just bringing to your attention all of these things that he said about the immaturity of the wicked woman and what she's doing so that you sisters won't be wicked women and choose her ways. You would choose none of Jezebel's ways. Y'all all looking for the spirit of Elijah on the earth to return on the earth. Who was Elijah's arch enemy? Jezebel, niggas. So then if Elijah, suppose y'all looking for him to be on the earth to be doing his prophet work, the spirit of Elijah within the spirit of Jezebel's on the earth then, isn't it? And that's why all you sisters is running around here acting like fucking bitches and acting like whores. That's why. Why can't y'all just face that shit? You all want men to do all of these changes, to do all of these things, to do all of this and do all of this. What is a man supposed to do other than tell you Abba's truth to you? What is he supposed to do other than that? That's my question for you. Not his own understanding, but he's telling you what Abba says so that you can correct those things and you get mad at him. You're mad at him because he's telling you the truth of what Abba say. And when you're trapped with that, I don't care. You'll hide. You just want to hide all your wickedness and all your lies. You're filthy. And when we're filthy, the best thing we can do is come to Abba and fall on our knees and say, Abba, cleanse me of this. I'm not going to hold this anymore. I'm not going to keep these old ways. I'm going to take on your ways. Well, what does Abba say he wants a woman to do? So we're going to clear this up right now. Because what does Abba say he wants from a woman? A meek, quiet spirit. How many of you women are meek and quiet? Or are you brawling and contentious, like he said, which makes your man want to leave you? And then when he wants to get up and leave, then you're mad at him and calling him a weak and a bitch and a pussy. When that was the strongest thing he could have did was walk away from your wicked ass instead of knocking your goddamn teeth in the back of your throat. Because that's all you want him to do, so then you can accuse him of more. Because you can put your hands on him and get away with it. You can do all that wicked shit and it's okay. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to do anything. You're just trying to provoke him to do some dumb shit because you're in your state of wickedness. The Abba says you need to come out of and be a humble woman again. To be meek, obedient to their husbands. Like Sarah called her husband Lord. Y'all don't want to be like that. You rather listen to horoscopes that tell you lies. You rather listen to your dumbass friends that ain't never had no man. You silly ass women are running after these other dumbass women that have shown you that they ain't shit. Smashing up men's property, jumping from men to men, dick to dick. But you can't tell them this. You can't tell them the truth because all they want to do is throw shit at you and tell you being harsh. What do you think? You're perfect or something? I'm not perfect, but I'm telling you when you're wrong. I'm not supposed to. Shit, you're quick to tell me if you think I'm wrong. Ain't that right? Y'all women that are under this Jezebel spirit, y'all need to humble yourselves today. Y'all need to humble yourselves today. She got you thinking you got some power you don't got. What was Jezebel's end? What happened to her? Did the dogs not lick up her blood and eat her body? Dogs ate her ass up and licked her blood up off the ground. That's the way you want your end to be? Like your mother Jezebel? Y'all think I'm being harsh for the words that I'm saying. These are not my words, guys. These are Abba's words. Abba said this. Abba said there's no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman. You as a woman should hear that and say, you know what? I got to get my shit together. I don't want to be that wicked woman. That wicked woman. I don't want to be that woman that's in error. I want to be like my mother, Sarah, who pleased the Most High because she was doing her part as a helpmeet, not trying to rule over anybody. Not trying to call the shots and argue. Trying to make shit be the way she wants it to be. Y'all let everything other than what Abba say teach you. And that's what's wrong with this world. Y'all are chasing after everything except what Abba say. As if what Abba said is lies, guys. Is what he's saying, is it a lie? That's all I'm asking you. These things that the Most High said, when he talked about that wicked woman, and he said, hey man, don't let her seduce you with her eyelids and her smooth speech. Don't let her seduce you because she will. And then when you walk into her house, you're really walking into the gates of hell when you do that, to death. Solomon said, I saw a woman standing in the city, dressed in a harlot's apparel, painted her eyes, put on makeup, like these hoes do in a day. So scared to be their authentic self because they think their authentic self is ugly. So they put on a mask. Same thing this woman did, Solomon said. He said she went to the city and waited by the gate and waited to see any man passing by. Her lover. And then when she saw him, she caught him, her lover, and kissed him and said, my husband is gone. He went on a long journey and took a lot of money with him, so he won't be back no time soon. And the young man followed her. And he didn't know that he was following her into death. Solomon said it, not me. So you take it up with him if you don't like it. I'm just here to tell you that that's what it says. So we see here that when a woman becomes wicked, she's willing to do just about any goddamn thing. She's willing to hurt anybody. She's willing to do anything when she's in that state of wickedness. There isn't anything that's wicked like a woman who's in her state of wickedness. When she's in that state, she's the most wicked thing out there. So y'all need to take that up with Abba today and work that out. Stop searching for excuses to take your anger out on other people when it's just you. You're being wicked. You're thinking wicked ass thoughts about people. You're putting wickedness on people. Are we going to deal with this today, or are we just going to keep shoveling it under the rug? We're going to keep dealing with people with this fucked up way of conflict resolution, which is all we do is fight. We don't know how to talk to each other. We don't know how to deal with maturity when someone hurts us. We don't know how to do that. We don't even know how to recognize when someone's treating us good. I've seen it too many times. I've seen people, man, give each other give a person the most utmost respect. I've seen it. And then when it's time for that other person to return the favor, they don't do it. They do not return that utmost respect. They just are like disappointed that the person wasn't perfect or something, that they did make a mistake. And a lot of times, sad to say, but you women, a lot of times you're just sitting waiting for the person to make mistakes. You're just waiting for your man to fuck up. So you can say, see? Well, what were you doing the whole relationship? What were your grades? While you're grading him, what were your grades in the relationship? How many times did he forgive you for the fucked up things you've done? How many times has he overlooked your bullshit with grace? How many times have you done something that hurt him and he responded in a way you couldn't even imagine? He gave you love, forgave you. How many times does this happen? But then when it comes time for you to do the same for him, to give those things back to him, what do you give him? Arguing, yelling, fighting, not listening, covering your ears, running off, mad because you can't control him. It's not your job to control him. It's your job to be a helpmeet to him. Did you ask him how he's doing today? Did you ask him, what can I do for you today? Because a help that's meet means somebody that helps somebody, right? That's what it means, right? To help someone. Well, are you helping them if you're not checking to see what they need? Hell no, you're not helping them. So y'all think that if a man speaks this way, he starts telling the truth, and y'all don't like it, that he's going to be surprised that you guys don't like it. He's going to be surprised when you guys lash back at him. No, he's not. No, he's not. Remember the video Life of a Soldier? See, a soldier knows that the enemy don't like him. He wants to kill him. He knows that. So he goes out there and fights anyway. And that's what you're getting here. See, for a lot of people, this is a hard saying. This particular lesson is a hard saying because it's digging at core traumas that people have that they don't want to deal with. Well, it's about time that we dealt with them. Don't you think so? So we can stop smashing each other's shit. We can stop beating each other. We can stop yelling at each other and fighting each other. We can talk to each other again, communicate our problems. Sit down as adults and talk about them. But no, y'all want to run to your stupid ass friends that don't know shit, that's living in hell, so they can bring you down that low ass vibration. Feed you a bunch of nonsense that they say help them. It ain't going to help you. It ain't going to help you. So who do you trust today? The Most High's words? Who warned us of all of these things? Who told us this? Or y'all want to believe the world? Astrology, horoscopes today. My horoscope said this, so this means that person's going to do this today. Well, then the horoscope is God, see? You're now in idolatry. You guys don't understand that. You're supposed to use these things as tools. Numerology, astrology, all of those things are useful as tools, but they are not God. They are not infallible. Do you understand that? Only the Most High is infallible, guys. Because he's the one who's orchestrating all of this. It's him who designed it all. Y'all don't want to accept it. You want to look for something else so that you can find a loophole to get out of your wickedness. A loophole. Well, look, guys, look. Don't you think that if you do wicked things that you're going to have to make restitution for them? So the best thing to do is to stop making wicked deeds so that you don't have to pay anymore for it? I mean, isn't it simple to understand that? To put in good now so that you can start to receive the good in return? That's our only alternative, guys, is to choose one or the other this day. Not to be lukewarm, but to choose who we serve. Do we serve the truth? Because the truth is evident. Abba's words are evident that that's what you see out here. That's what you're looking at. Like I said, I didn't say these words that an adulterous woman goes out and commits adultery and then wipes her mouth and says, I did no sin. Abba says that she does that. Not me. And all I'm saying is, hey, sisters, Abba says that y'all do that. So if you do, you may want to stop. Ah, fuck you saying that to me. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not doing that. Look, guys, until we come into perfect love, we all are hiding our fears. We all have things that we're hiding on the inside, insecurities, things that we struggle with. And the best thing to do is that when we meet somebody who's says they're our friend or says that they want to help us, then when we meet somebody, then we communicate those things with them. If we're in a relationship with them, we say, hey, these are my fears. And the other person says, okay, well, these are my fears. And y'all help each other through them. Nope, you don't want to do that. You want to use those fears to try to attack people. If a woman thinks that her husband is thinking maybe she's cheating on him, she will start to do things to make it look like she's cheating when she's in that wicked state of mind. She will do those things to try to put fear in him. That's love. Yeah, my husband thinks I'm cheating, so let me use that to hurt his ass and to manipulate him because I'm mad. So let me start talking to niggas behind his back and let me make sure that he sees it and notices it so he can bring it up. So I can just say, it's nothing. Well, why are you even opening the door? What is the intent of your heart for communicating like that? Trying to provoke your husband to wrath. What's the point of that? And how is that healthy? My husband thinks I'm cheating, so I would do things to make it look like I'm cheating, to piss him off and make him feel insecure like I do. Childish as hell and evil. That's evil. But like I said, y'all want to be mad at the messenger. Don't hate the messenger, man. Listen to the words, go and read them for yourself, and then see if what I'm saying are lies. Because I'm noticing that a lot of people are just lazy as fuck and won't go read it for themselves and let the Ruach lead them. They don't have the discipline to sit there and read it. Most times they don't understand it. They don't have the patience because they're not diligent in their heart. They're not really diligently seeking, earnestly. They don't really want to know it because it's going to make them change. It's going to make them take their lives and change them. It's going to make them change all their bullshit they got stacked upside in there in the closet. It's going to make you clean it out. And why is that unhealthy? To clean out your nonsense, to clean out your bullshit. How is that not healthy for you? Well, it hurts and it's scary. Yeah, just like anybody that goes to surgery to get shit done to their body, to get shit pulled out. It hurt. You got to recover afterwards. But if you have a loving spouse or a loving friend around you that put their arm around you and check you and say, how you doing today? Then you should utilize that the proper way. And have a real relationship with someone and say, hey, these are my issues. Hey, I noticed today that this happened and it made me feel this feeling. So can you clarify with me what your intention was or what the action was so I don't feel these feelings? The person talks to you and says, okay, well, this is what it was. Or if it was true, they say, you know what, you're right. I was wrong there. I apologize for that. And when they do that, you're still mad? You're still leaving? You're still holding a grudge? You're still not talking to them for days? You're sick. Not them. They did their part. If they did something wrong to you and then they apologized earnestly, genuinely, and said, you know what? You're right. I can understand that. You're right. So I'll be more conscientious about that. I won't do that again. You're right. I'm sorry about that. I had a moment of bad judgment. I apologize. No, I'm still mad at you. Fuck you. I'm out of here. I'm going to make you feel the pain. Devil. Demon. You're a demon. You better seek forgiveness from the Most High for that, instead of yelling at me for telling you that that's what you are. You niggas are petty as hell. You're a bunch of goddamn kids. We've piped to you and you didn't listen. We've mourned to you and you didn't cry. Because I don't believe lies. That's why. I only accept truth into my life. If I see a lie and an error, and then truth comes in to correct it, I accept that. I'm not gonna listen to you and all your conjecture and what you think and what you feel when you got all kind of traumas and shit you're dealing with, showing that you can't even have a conversation with someone without covering your ears like a 2-year-old, running out the house and shit screaming like a big ass baby because it ain't going your way. You want to yell and scream and the person is blocking you saying, no, don't talk to me like that. You want to get mad. You're wicked for that. You guys, learn how to communicate. Learn how to talk. Learn how to express yourself. Hey, this is what I noticed. This is what I saw. Can you help me understand it? Well, babe, you know what? You right. I was being sneaky. I was trying to do this and trying to do this. You right, you right, you right. I apologize about that. You're right. I will correct that. Now, it's your chance in that moment to give them grace and to say, okay, I trust you. I'll let you have a chance to correct it. Or you judge. Fuck you. You ain't shit. You're a cheater. You're this. You're that. Start judging and putting labels and titles all on this person. It's your choice in that moment what you do. But just remember that when you do the wrong, because you will, because you ain't perfect neither, motherfucker. And when you do the wrong, what do you want from them? Do you want them to treat you that way? Or do you want them to give you grace? And when those situations have happened, if you're in a relationship today and you've done wrong and the person gave you grace and forgave you and responded in a way and gave you much relief when they responded that way, if they've done that to you, then What happened? What did you do when it became their time to get grace? Did you give them the same grace? Did you afford them the same thing? Because if you didn't, now you're in iniquity and you need to go pay them. You need to go apologize to them today. And you need to say you're wrong. Or not. Or stay in iniquity and pay up that karma later on. Okay?